Was there something in my walk, how I talk, giving off the wrong energy? Was there something in my stride, too much pride, telling you to back down? Slowly, slowly you became my enemy. But you can't seem to get enough of me. So if this is the last time, I guess I better make it worthwhile. Yeah, if this is the last time, I guess I better give it my all. So if this is the last time, I guess I better make it worthwhile. Yeah, if this is the last time, I guess I better give it my all. Was there something in my walk, how I talk, giving off the wrong energy? Was there something in my stride, too much pride, telling you to back down? Slowly, slowly you became my enemy. But you can't seem to get enough of me. So if this is the last time, I guess I better make it worthwhile. Yeah, if this is the last time, I guess I better give it my all. So if this is the last time, I guess I better make it worthwhile. Yeah, if this is the last time, I guess I better give it my all. I was in the firing line, living in my head. Sun came in to close the blinds, could feel it in the air. This is just a waste of time, no one really cares. But then you came across my mind, got me out of there. So I went down to the river and swam till the panic was over. Yes, I went down to the river, washed all the heavy away. I washed all the heavy away.
Series. Into the lead. Bud gets wrecked in front of the pack. He saves it. 3-4 wide as they come to the white flag. Here comes Vargas down on the apron. They are 5 wide. Ian Plash will win it at the line. Is this package? Oh, there goes Jordan Lopez Jr. That's your race leader. Caution flag is out.
Still no one willing to give up as they're going to be dead even off of the first chicane.
Oh, he saves it. What's going to happen here? Here comes the canvas. Get your foot there.
He's got it. He's got it.
Canvas is in.
FTF.gg welcomes you to the middle of nowhere, a track that doesn't exist. We didn't know we were going here until about 5 hours ago. It's the Kickin' the Tires All-Star Race for the Barr Visuals FTF Cup Series. The Open now, the race coming up a little bit later tonight. We have about 20 cars in the Open, and I don't know how many move on or any of that. All I know is it's a timed 20-minute race. It's set for 100 laps. We're not going to make 100 laps. It's pretty much however many laps we can get in 20 minutes. That's what we're going to do. Jacob Pitts, Kevin McAdams, Justin Melillo in the broadcast booth for this evening's festivities, at least for this part. We'll see what happens when we get to the race itself here. So, what are the rules? Because I don't know them.
Well, I'm sure you know FTF rules, Jacob. It's pretty much the same thing as we usually got. The only difference is that these guys are racing for a top 5 finish tonight. Or, 6th or 7th. We're going to try and fill out the actual all-star field to the best of our ability after this Open. But for sure, we're going to take the top 5 finishers from this event. It's only 20 minutes long. We're probably going to get about 20, 21 laps. It depends on cautions, though. And if they cause cautions, that's end a longer slide. If they cause 2, they're out for the night. That's, the usual stuff that we got going on.
There you go. Field is rolling. We'll take a look at our starting grid for the Open. Alex Kalnix is on pole position. Jack Mace to the outside. Brian Zabelski, Paul Mikolajczyk in row number 2. Spencer Burns, Tyler Stillwell in row 3. Scotty Smith and Jeremy Clapper Newell in row 4. River Page, Jonathan Ledger rounding out the top 10.
I'm still trying to pull up the production feed. Give me a second, please.
Unbelievable. All right, so Alexander Balderas is in row 6 with Hamilton Akabuze. Akabuze's been fast this year. Wouldn't be surprised if he gets himself in. The next 3 aren't racing. Malik, Hawken, and obviously Kevin. They are already locked in. Then Vincent Cortez, Brett Punkari, Scott Ricard, Jonathan Goke. Melillo is not racing. Goke didn't make the grid. Neither did John Jones. Neither did Art Reimer. Jimmy Ritchie Price is out there. So really, I think we've got like 16 guys on the racetrack. John Jones is not in the session. He disconnected. But Art is not out there, and Goke is not out there. So those two are going to be in a pretty big hole here to try and make the race.
Yeah, I would say that they're probably not going to have the greatest of chances unless they get in now and they can get a quick caution. But it is only a 20-minute race, and the pace car's pulling off.
Kalnix and Mace on the front row. Green flag. We're racing at Redacted Superspeedway. Down the back straightaway, this track 3 miles long. Takes them almost a full lap to get up to full speed. Down the back straightaway, they finally start to hit their stride, and it's the outside line. Mikolajczyk getting pushed way out in front. Guys hitting the apron. Sabelski, hold on to it. No, he can't. Back up the racetrack into traffic. 3 cars to the outside wall. Sabelski, Balderas, and River Page. Caution flags out.
Well, that didn't take long. I was going to say 3 miles long, plenty wide enough for 3 wide, 4 wide, 5 wide, and it took about 75% into the race for someone to clip the apron. Really aggressive apron transition here. I think it's 36, give or take, degrees of banking in the corner, and it's damn near flat going to the apron. So if you clip it, it's a lot of trouble. And Sabelski did just that.
And it's almost like he just misjudged where the corner was, turned down too far. And that's what got him down there, and Balderas missed it, and then Zabelski couldn't hold it down on the bottom. Up into the door of the 95 and turns him around. They are shortening yellow. Zabelski will restart at the tail of the field. But the clock continues to wind. Only 16 cars are on the racetrack here. Did not see any of those guys that I mentioned get on the racetrack that missed the start. Art Reimer and Jonathan Goke, the 2 big ones there, who are not locked in and would have to race their way in to the All-Star race.
And the way this format is, every time they wreck, clock keeps on ticking. And obviously this track is not exactly the hardest place to pass, but you want to set yourself up. You want to set yourself up for the finish. I think obviously with top 5 being essentially guaranteed, you maybe right around the front. And then, if you're 6th to 10th, you maybe want to be a little bit more aggressive. But if you're outside the top 10, you got to get to the front at least by, I'd say, 2 to go. So you got to put yourself in the right spot, literally at the right time, and go from there. But long way to go yet. Long way to go.
There is still a long way to go. Right now, we're projected still to have 21 laps. We'll see how that holds up. I'm not necessarily going to hold my breath on that, but we'll see. We have yet to complete a full lap under green, or about half a lap to getting back under the green flag.
Call Brian Sabelski out of the race. Not worth fixing. He's done for the night after about 2.5 miles, give or take. Tough break for him into 3. But this track is definitely interesting. I know in most cars it's an unrestricted track. For some reason, they decided to make it essentially the super speedway package for the next gen, and it does race pretty well. The inside line's obviously the preferred groove in the corner, but anything goes on the straightaway. With how the tandem physics are, you can go from being outside the top 10 into the lead on one of these 1 mile long straightaways. So finish should be exciting. You should have every avenue available to pass. Should be fun once they get going.
Here we go. Pace car is in. Mikolajczyk and Stillwell on the front row for this restart. Into the restart zone. Green flag. We're back to racing. Here at Redacted Super Speedway, let's see if they can make it a lap under green. Spencer Burns, second on the inside line. Jack Mace drops to the bottom. He'll get in line to help. They'll stack up going into turn number 1. Here comes Stillwell with help from Kolonix up on the outside.
4 cars on the inside, 3 on the, I would say, the 3rd lane. Here comes Jamie Ritchie Price. They're going to fan out all the way almost to the 4th lane. Big gap between the inside and the outside line. And if you're on that outside line, get away from that side draft, and honestly does the inside line a favor. Here comes Akabuzi to the rear end. I believe that's Kwame Scott. Looks like Kwame Scott.
Well, it's Cortez in the Kwame Scott machine.
Okay.
Hang on, Spencer. Oh, Kolonix gets turned by Mace. Down to Scotty Smith. Back up the racetrack. Collects Stillwell. And Scott Ricard. Jimmy Ritchie Price goes for a slide as well. And once again, we cannot complete a full lap under green. Caution out for the second time here in the open. And it's Spencer Burns this time that misjudges turn number 3.
I'm not sure why everyone's hitting the apron. Me and Justin and our good friend James Pike did about 30 laps. And obviously it's a smaller field, but it's a big, bright yellow line down there that lets you know, hey, this is where you don't go. So that's twice. Hopefully not signs of things to come for the rest of the night. But that takes out a few more guys.
Because they're a racing deal between the 107 of Mace and the 06 of Spencer Burns. We will step aside and go to a break. The clock continues to wind down. We'll get a restart likely with about 11, 12 minutes to go. We're under caution for the second time in the All-Star Open here from Redacted Super Speedway. We're back after this here on FTF.GG. We're back here at Redacted Super Speedway, completing lap number 6 of the Open under our second caution flag. And we'll have just 11 minutes to go in this race. Mikolajczyk and Burns on the front row, green flag. We're back to racing. And once again, we'll try and complete a full lap under green. Third time, hopefully the charm. As the field rockets back to turn number 1, Mikolajczyk on the inside line with the help from Vincent Cortez.
Clean for the third time through 1 and 2. We'll see if we can do that in 3 and 4. Big push from Jack Mace. He's actually going to back off just a little bit from Spencer Burns. 3 wide now. That'll be for the 4th spot. Here comes Kolonix. Here comes Jimmy Ritchie Price. And leading that pack on that 3rd lane, that's Jeremy Clapper Newell in the 124. Or sorry, the 24.
Let's see. Turn 3 has been Calamity Corner so far tonight. Looks like they're going to get through it. Helps when you only have like 14 cars in this lead pack. Mikolajczyk will lead them around. And we'll complete a lap under green, Kevin.
Jack is screaming push to Spencer Burns. And these top 3 almost broke away. Clapper once again bringing that 2nd lane up. And if you side draft that inside line, just like Daytona, just like Talladega and Atlanta, that 2nd lane can go. But right now, top 4, now top 5, now top about 7, 8. Pretty much everybody in this lead pack. Just try to get some green flag laps. 9 minutes, 27 seconds in remaining and counting down. Here comes Mace. Here comes Kolonix on the top.
Trying to get things working. Mace moves to the middle, decides to go 3 wide. Now he drops down to the bottom and just leaves Kolonix out to dry. Here comes Clapper Newell to the outside. He'll look for third on Akabuze. Remember, top 5 safely gets you in. 6th and 7th, you're on the borderline, depending on how many folks show up for the actual all-star race that were already locked in. Back down the front straightaway, here comes Mace with the help from Richie Price. Got Spencer Burns up there as well, and looking for the lead. Here comes the 107.
Yeah, Akabuze in one, I think it was either 1 or 3, really lost a lot of momentum. Made that second lane a viable option. Mace now finally gets side by side for the lead. Big shove. Burns pushes Jamie Ritchie Price right into the back of Mace. And that's going to send them 4, 5, 6 car lengths out. And now they have a decision if they're going to want to go back to the bottom, get near that very treacherous apron line. It looks like Jamie Ritchie Price did not get the memo, going to get passed by Spencer Burns. He's going to have an opportunity here to get back in line, not going to be able to do it.
It was Vincent Cortez blinking down at the bottom, I think, that allowed that outside line to just pull away. When you lose that car down on the inside, you don't quite get the help that you need when the outside stays together. That allows them to scoot away. Inside, 8 minutes to go. Here in the open, Mace leads the way. Then Burns, Kolonix, Cortez, Brett Punkari has snuck his way into the top 5. It's a 5-car breakaway.
Kari barely hanging on. Here comes Vincent Cortez once again. He was really strong all the way back at the Tiny Text. One of the best drivers in that race. So he's got the super speedway shots. 4 wide. Burns trying to side draft the wall line. Here comes Richie Price. Go down the elevator. 4 lanes down. All the way back to the lead.
And Cortez with no help down at the bottom. He had the momentum initially, but it's Jamie Ritchie Price, the Aussie, that has some help with Akabuze to get to the front. Cortez going to get split down the front stretch. We are on lap number 11, 10 laps complete. Right now we're projected to have maybe 7 more laps.
7 laps, less than 7 minutes right now on the clock, 6:48 and counting, and yet another lead change on the backstretch. Mace went to the bottom, no help from anybody. Here comes Richie Price getting a huge shove from Collins. They're going to go almost below the yellow. You can go below the yellow. No yellow line rule at FTF. But back at the front, once again, just a lot of jockeying for position. Akabuze trying to get the lead. Burns big side draft on that second lane. They're going to be gridlocked for the lead at the moment.
Side by side, we'll see if anybody gets a run and tries to make a move. They all stay in line. 6 minutes to go as they cross the stripe. Spencer Burns with the push from Punkari. Put that 06 out in front. Burns has only made a couple of starts this year. Trying to get himself in. We're right on board with the 35.
And it looks like, watching these guys going into the corner, it's almost like an old school approach to the super speedway. You push them down the straightaway, lift into the corner, and it kind of allows this really spread out style super speedway racing that we really haven't seen in about a year since they introduced this package. It's a lot more jumbled up, a lot more on top of each other than what we normally see here. But right now, single file once again. Kolonix has done a lot to push people, but right now he has no help. They're almost 3 wide for almost last in this line.
I'm thinking they'll get 6 more laps in. Akabuze in second, Mikolajczyk your leader. You saw while we were on board with Punkari that Burns and Punkari got eaten alive with the train of 5 that blew right on by, make it 4. Burns has attached to the tail end. Punkari has fallen way back, and he doesn't have a lot of help behind him with Kolonix about half a second back from him. So it's a 5-car breakaway, and we may see these 5 advance. They have to know right now that, hey, we're safe where we're at. Let's just ride around and finish where we're at. It doesn't matter who wins this thing. Akabuze gets pushed out of line, though. Cortez will take second. Scotty Smith, the lap car, goes up to the wall in turn number 3.
Spencer Burns, as soon as Akabuze got relegated to that second lane, hooting and hollering on the radio like, hey, we're in. We are solidly in this race. and they've extended about, I'd say, almost to a 2-second lead Mikolajczyk has from Punkari. But if these guys continue to cycle out like they are, Scotty Smith on the bottom, he's going to stay down there, but they have a chance to catch back up. Cortez loses about 3 car lengths. Akabuze all over the back of him. They should be able to catch back up. But if Punkari, Kolonix, Mace, Clapper, even Jonathan Ledgers, he's hanging on. If they can get reorganized, they can catch back up. Almost just under 4 minutes left.
You see that second pack trying to get themselves organized. Punkari and Kolonix with Mace. And now Kolonix gets shuffled out of the way. 3.5 minutes to go as your leaders cross the stripe. Mikolajczyk out in front, Jamie Ritchie Price, then Burns, Akabuze, and Cortez. As Punkari now gets shuffled out of the way, Kolonix will lead the line, but they are 2.5 seconds back on your race leaders.
Punkari is going to essentially lose the
drag.
Big trouble!
Horrible crash! Turns straight up and into the wall, and we have a caution with 3 minutes to go. Kolonix is out of the race. That was a horrible impact against the outside safer barrier for Alex Kolonix. And that saves that second group. They'll be able to have another restart to try and get themselves in. But, oh, what a heartbreaker for Kolonix.
I was just about to mention, Kolonix tried pushing Brett Punkari in the corner and said, hey, it just does not work. Punkari got relegated out of the groove and lost the draft. And Kolonix was pleading with Jack, please stop pushing me. Please stop pushing me. Just please stop pushing me. And sure enough, huge impact. That's got to be a 70-foot hill climb there, right into the outside wall, but that did not slow the car down at all. Day is over, obviously, for Kolonix, but he was just begging, please stop pushing me, man. We gotta survive to get there. And, you know, who knows with how many people might not show up or show up for the All-Star race. That could have locked them in. Now they won't know. At least Kolonix won't know.
Kolonix made impact with that outside wall at 167 miles an hour. They were going 190 getting into the corner, so he lost a good 30 mile an hour making the trip up the banking. But still a very, very hard impact for Alex Kolonix. His day is done, and a great job by Brett Punkari to miss that 22 ricocheting off the wall back down the racetrack. Thought for a moment he was going to square up and drop kick him a la Brian Priest back at Talladega. But all right, so we're going to shorten this caution. I'll be honest. I think we're going to get a white checkered at most.
Well, I don't know how it's coded, obviously, but for the Untitled Friends League, they had a debacle with this kind of style where they hit a time limit, and it ended up giving them a green-white checker. It gave them 2 laps. So I'm not too sure how it's going to translate. It could be 1, it could be 2, but I do think they will end up getting the white at the very least.
Yeah, because the clock is definitely going to run out before they get back to the line. So we will see what this does here. They're going to advance once, or make this a 1 to go when they get to the back straightaway here. But you see there's 10 seconds left. And now it's been shortened. 1 lap to green. Have not gotten the notice that we will get a green-white checker. So we'll find out when we get to the line exactly what the deal is here. The ticker says final lap. So this will be an interesting finish to the Open. The main race coming up later tonight, presented by Kickin the Tires. Alrighty, let's see what happens. Mikolajczyk, Richie Price, Burns, Akabuze, and Cortez are your top 5. As of this second, they would be the 5 that advance into the restart zone. Green flag
Let's see what's
is
on
in the air.
It says white flag. I don't know.
White flag. 1 lap to go. They did not take the checkered. They will take the checkered next time by. This is the last lap of the Open. Mikolajczyk and Burns are gone. The battle is going to be in the back half of this top 5. Jeremy Clapper-Newell with some help. Jonathan Ledger in the Dodge with some help down on the inside of the racetrack. He is right now the first car out in the 6th position. We'll see if anybody is willing to help him.
Oh.
Richie Price gets bumped by Cortez trying to block. That shuffles everybody up. They're 4 wide in the back of the pack. Here they come to turn number 3. Mikolajczyk and Burns running away. Cortez holding on to 3rd. Akabuze side by side with Clapper-Newell for 4th. Here comes Ledger. What can he do in the 28? Balderas is there in the 95. Ledger looks low on Clapper-Newell. He won't get it done. Balderas might make the top 5. He will. As will Punkari. Cortez falls to 6th on the last lap. We'll see if he's able to make it in. So the race is over. Mikolajczyk wins. Then Burns, Akabuze, Balderas, Punkari, your top 5.
Curious if it gave them the checkered flag in the race yet.
Well, it gave it to us in scoring, so it'll be easy for us to revert back.
Yeah. All right.
Well, ATVO gave me the checkered as they hit the line. So,
Oh, well.
Oh, trouble.
All right, so top. Oh, yeah, no.
ATVO is not showing me River Page as the winner.
Top 5, Paul Mikolajczyk, Spencer Burns, Hamilton Akabuze, Alexander Balderas, Brett Punkari. They are for sure locked in. On the wait list,
Yeah.
Vincent Cortez in 6th, Jeremy Clapper-Newell 7th, River Page 8th, Jonathan Ledger 9th, and Jamie Richie Price, who I probably had the worst restart out of everybody, ends up in 10th. He got relegated almost. He was 4 wide for a moment all the way to the back. Tough break
It
for
was
him.
just a block. A
Yep.
block there that sent him down to the apron and cost him all that time. All right, well, there's the rest of your field. These folks we will not see. Kolonix on up. McCandless is in, as are Malillo, Hawkins, you, and then Malik, Goke, Jones, and Reimer did not attempt. So that's the Open. Now we get to do this all again for realsies. Your top 5 advance. 6th on back. We'll see what happens. I know there are a couple of folks that cannot make it that are locked in. Cozy, Kevin King amongst them off the top of my head. So
Cozy is at the little 500, so he will not be around.
Yeah. That was an easy one. And I know Kevin King said he is out for tonight, but looks like Wyatt Tinsley's here because he's already in the session. So very cool. We'll at least have Wyatt. So stick around. The All-Star Race coming up from Redacted Super Speedway. We'll see you in a bit.
Feeling all the noise in here, it's becoming ache. Pull me into common gear and take me out to the waves. 'Cause I feel like a waste of space, breathing in the air. But you hold me like I might just break, like you want me there. So I went down to the river and swam till the panic was over.
knows you get trapped inside your thoughts, trying so hard to guess the plot. Cause when we meet, you'll see the wait was really worth it. I would wait forever, cause I got faith, it's just a matter of time. All of the nights without you, I will just keep on waiting, waiting for you. For you, waiting for you. All you really gotta do is keep me on your mind. Just keep me on your mind. And all we really gotta do is not give up. I would wait forever, cause I got faith, it's just a matter of time. All of the nights without you, I will just keep on waiting, waiting for you. Standing up too high with nowhere to fall down to, empathy around you. Standing looking back, you heard it all before now, losing what you didn't know you had. Fearing what you want is nearing, but you're really trying to get away from it. Basic instincts overpowering, you still have this open. When this could be good enough for us, this could be good enough for us. When this could be good enough for us, this could be good enough for us. This could be good enough for us.
Welcome back. Here to Redacted Super Speedway. Jacob Pitts, Kevin McAdams, Justin Melillo here with you. And we'll get the Kickin' the Tires All-Star race rolling in just a few moments. But why don't we take some time here and ride on board with one Kevin McAdams with his qualifying run. That's not Kevin. There he is. Let's ride on board with car 26 here as he gets up to speed.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
These things happen.
Won the pole for the FTF 500, but that does not apply here.
I think it is fourth gear, Kevin.
Oh, we're about to find out.
Coming to green.
Oh yeah, it definitely is.
Here you see standings right now as far as qualifying is concerned. Brandon Hawken, P1. And Wetz, Melillo, Cortez at Reynolds now into second. And Wetz, Melillo, Cortez, McCandless, Mikolajczyk, the only ones that have completed a time so far. But plenty others are on the racetrack right now. Trying to qualify. And you do get 2 laps. It's not just a one and done. So here comes Kevin to complete his first lap. Using the apron. And his time puts him 3rd.
4th.
Yeah, well, you were 3rd, you were 2nd, then McCandless took the top spot, and then Vincent Cortez took the top spot. So
Yeah, I had no idea what to do.
he's only going to do 1 lap. He'll call it a night. Mikolajczyk, 2 1,000ths off the pole time. He sits 2nd. Spencer Burns sets a time 8th. Balderas still has to set a time. He is currently on a flyer. Let's see where it puts car 95. Other than that, Akabuze's out there, but he's not going to have enough time to set a lap. Balderas will, as we hit 30 seconds to go. Here he comes. Out of the line. Doesn't quite drop it down under the apron like we saw Kevin do. And Balderas qualifies 14th. Out of the 15 drivers that set a time.
What a lap by Hamilton. Hell yeah.
Yeah. A 1 minute 45.533 seconds.
Look
Land
out.
speed record there from car 045. So let's take a look at our starting grid.
From right to
For
left.
the All-Star race. Yeah, Cortez, Mikolajczyk, McCandless, Tinsley, Hawken, McAdams, Reynolds, Wetz, Burns, Clapper, Newell, your top 10. Now, they're going to be lined up in an interesting form here, and we'll show you then. Ledger, Melillo, Richie Price, Balderas, Akabuze, Frisch, Punkari, and River Page at the back of the field. So we're going to do this land rush style. And how this is going to work is they're just going to line up side by side pretty much from wall to wall. I don't quite think we're going to fit 17, 18 cars wide. So we might have to do 2 rows of 9 or something. But nonetheless, the pole sitter will be closest to something. I already have this screwed up. Got to scroll back up to announcements here. And okay, so it'll be on the apron where they do this. Pole sitter will be lined up closest to the double yellow line, and then everybody else will be stacked to the inside, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, all the way to the inside wall. By the way, just want to shout out the folks that are posting numbers for the broadcast after we've been on the air for 50 minutes. Appreciate it. You're a little late. Just a little. All right. So, we're rolling. We're going to line them up on the back straightaway. And if we follow Justin here, he's basically going to be the head usher for this event. And then we'll see where we go from here. As Melillo lines up toward the inside wall. Vincent Cortez will line up. And everybody else will line up on the inside of him. This may be the dumbest thing we've ever done. Who was that just went flying by? Oh, that was the pace car. I just heard and saw a car zoom, go by. And Spencer Burns is screwing it all up. Jeremy Clapper Newell is in the wrong spot. He's still in the wrong spot. Cortez, Mikolajczyk, McCandless, Tinsley, Hawkin, McAdams, Reynolds, Wetz, Burns, Clapper Newell. 06-24. Then Ledger, Melillo, Richie Price, Balderas. Oh boy.
What are you?
Oh, brother. Ledger, I don't think Ledger's in the right spot. But now, oh boy. We're never going to get the green flag at this rate. Oh. Go when you see this disappear. What does that mean? Oh, no. That means that they're going to go and we're not going to know when this thing starts.
And there they go.
The All-Star race is underway. What a disaster. Mikolajczyk leads him down. And he gets eaten up. Now Burns takes the lead. Balderas is in second. Hawkin, then Tinsley, then McAdams. Mikolajczyk and Blake Reynolds up on the outside of the racetrack, trying to work together as the field is in turn number 3, coming to get the green flag, and then the clock will finally start.
That worked out tremendously.
One way to start a race. We're racing. Blocking. Spencer Burns just blocked the heck out of Wyatt coming down the front straightaway, and it stacked up that entire line. They made it work. Here they come down the back. Tinsley and McAdams, second and third. behind the 06.
Jacob, I'm very happy with that start. That couldn't have gone any better.
I guess. Nobody wrecked, so I guess that is a plus.
Exactly.
Here comes Tinsley for the lead around the outside. Bye-bye Spencer Burns and Wyatt Tinsley leads lap 1 of the All-Star race.
Looks to be about a 12-car pack after everything was said and done there. 4 cars have fallen off after that land rush start. That's Pinkari, Clapper, Akabuzi, and Leisure.
Yeah, all 4 drivers that were in the open and made it through the open did not get a great launch from the second row in the land rush. So they've got a long way to go and are probably hoping for an early caution to get themselves at least back within the draft. Tinsley leads. Balderas takes over second from McAdams. Here comes McCandless up the middle, 3 wide. Balderas about gets squeezed into the outside wall. And we're going to go 3 wide for the lead. Blake wants to make it 4. Oh, boy.
Oh. It's like an accordion effect with these cars at this track. They're all trying to get those runs before they get back into the corner. And you kind of saw it there. They kind of fanned out and went 4 wide, 5 wides. It looks like they have it figured out. These are the All-Stars, after all. They are mostly all winners. Of course, we took 10 people from the Open, but that's besides the point, Jacob. We have a good field here.
Field of 16, and 10 of them came from the Open. We have 6 winners.
Oh,
And they're
Spencer
all-
Burns!
Oh, hang on to it, Spencer. Around. Down on the apron. As long as he can hold it down there, he does. We stay under green. He turned down into Kevin. Wetz about wrecked it as well, but completely different for him. He just drove it down onto the apron, and now he's coming to pit road. Meanwhile, for the lead, Vincent Cortez back out in front.
There was a little bit of a discussion there. Phil McCandless was asking in the game chat if what move he made there was illegal or not. There is no yellow line rule here at most tracks at FTF. Of course, we have the red line rule at Atlanta, which is pretty lenient, I would say. But there is no yellow line rule here. If they want to chance going across that apron transition, by all means, go for it, guys.
It's paved. You can run on it.
Chris Wetz has given up for the night. That's unfortunate.
And he was one of the guys that did not have to make it through the Open. But now there are just 5. And of course, they run 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Oh, hold on. This math isn't adding up. We took
1, 2.
10 from the Open. There are 15 cars on the racetrack. Was Wetz in the Open and I'm just delusional?
No, Wetz was one of our playoff drivers last year. It's,
Yeah, okay, so
Wyatt,
you've got
Kevin,
Frisch.
Yeah, Wyatt, Kevin, Hawken, Blake, Phil, and Frisch.
So there are 6 out of a 15-car field. That means there are 9 Open guys out. I thought we took 10.
I thought we took 10 too.
Oh, River Page didn't start. That's what it is.
That would make
River
sense
Page
now.
is grayed out on my sheet, so that'll do it.
Ooh, almost contact for the lead there between Tinsley and McAdams. Kevin, what are you doing?
Minding my own business. I thought I was going to go all the way to the bottom, He ran the wall. I don't know what to tell him.
Oh boy.
Kevin leads the lap there, but it got a little dicey. Wyatt's got no help now in the middle. They've got 2 up top, 4 in the bottom, and Wyatt in the sucker hole.
And he beats the guys on the outside, and they all drop down to the bottom and make it single file, your top 7. It's a 7-car pack. Frisch and Balderas are in a pack of their own, 3 seconds back. Then Mikolajczyk, 14.5 seconds back. Burns, another 5 back. Poncari, another 5 back. Clapper, 1.5 back. Akabuze, 3 back. Ledger, 2.5 back. So outside the top 7, everybody is very, very spread out. McAdams slides in line to 4th. Here comes Tinsley now to the outside. And looks like Kevin is going to have to take a seat in the back of the pack.
There's no doubt that the bottom is the shortest way around, but if you don't have any draft, no help, it is very easy to lose the draft pack, and that's what Kevin's going to be fighting here as he goes through 1 and 2. Everybody running single file is not going to help, but they fan out there, and that should help. And it really depends on how many people you have in your line. If you got like that line of 3 there, led by McCandless, they're just going places, and there they go. And there goes Reynolds down on the inside. It's all about finding the runs and finding the people to work with, right?
Well, Blake's got some folks. Got Jamie Ritchie Price on the back bumper. I'm sure we'll see a video from this race in about a month's time.
I hope so.
But it's Philip McCandless leading the way on the outside. Starts to inch his way down the racetrack, trying to protect the bottom in case Tinsley makes a move and darts to the inside. Instead, they all stay tucked up behind the Toyota. And McCandless will lead them back to turn 1.
Single file now for these top 7, but you gotta expect that somebody's going to be making a move here. There goes Wyatt. There goes Cortez and Hawkin. Bill's just, he's the odd man out. Kevin's going to go down there and help him so that he doesn't lose the draft. But now they both might lose the draft if they don't get in line. Wow, that draft is crazy.
Wyatt Tinsley, your race leader. Tinsley has not won a race yet this season. Yes, he has. Atlanta. He won at Atlanta. Currently 5th in points. No points on the line for this race.
We have a pitter. Michael P. Frisch has entered the pits. Not
And
sure.
he's
He's
left.
quit. Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Well, they have this.
Loses the LOTF championship, and then he quits in the FTF All-Star race. What a guy.
I mean, they have that luxury if they want. I mean, we're not.
How the mighty have fallen.
We're not.
Does that mean I'm going to win?
It might.
Maybe.
Rewind the outside. Okay, bye, Kevin. Thanks for stopping by. They'll drop to the tail of the pack. Here comes Tinsley now. Blake Reynolds will go 3 wide for the lead. Tinsley holds on. McCandless goes bye-bye, and now here comes Cortez. Big push from Brandon Hawkin. And put Cortez out in front.
No.
Oh, and McCandless, look out. Got the wall off the bumper there, Kevin. Drafting for the lead. Wyatt making himself a chicane down the back straightaway.
No help. No help for Wyatt right now.
Oh, look at this run that Kevin and Phil have. They about had a lane. Reynolds picks it up and will carry that momentum along. Now we'll jump to the outside, looking for the lead.
You do not
Block
want
it.
to be out of the draft. If you don't have a dancing partner, you will lose this lead draft. And it looks like everybody's all right for right now. One thing that I did notice was when Phil did get the wall, I do believe he was going to lose the draft if Kevin didn't get up there and get him. You really got to get right back in line as soon as you get out of line, because if you don't have that draft, it's just seconds lost. And I do believe I see lab traffic up ahead.
You do, Jonathan Ledger. And Akabuze just up the road as well. This is what happens when you lose the draft and we don't get a caution. You get lapped.
Down on the apron, there goes Cortez. Got some help from Hawkin and Tinsley. You know, that may be the pair to watch here, because they are Nexus teammates over there. So that's really the only team pairing that you have in this Lead 7 is those two Nexus guys. You got Blake is a first 4 driver. Phil's on his own team. Wyatt's on Norse Force. Nobody else from Norse Force showed up tonight. Kevin's on the Mouse, and Jamie's on his own independent team. And it looks like Jamie's going to lose the draft here, possibly.
Yeah, he's going to need some help.
And he got it. He got that help.
Yeah, he's all good. He'll gets by Ledger here. You saw Brandon Hawkin already go on a suicide mission once this year at a plate track at Talladega. He was pushing his teammate in Sebastian Marin to the checkered flag. Hawkin ran out of fuel in the tri-oval and sacrificed himself in a solid finish to take out Wyatt Tinsley and Malik Ray to allow Marin to win the race. Hawkin got black flagged and was put to the tail of the field. But it allowed a teammate to get to victory lane, and Marin locking himself, or more than likely locking himself in to the playoffs. We are running out of races before the playoffs begin. Only 14 to go. We're halfway through the regular season next week from Gateway.
Yeah, it's definitely been flying by this season. That reminds me, I need to do the points at some point. I haven't done them since North Wilkesboro.
Yeah, well, you didn't have to this week, so.
Yeah, I got time. It's only the All-Star. I didn't need to do it for the All-Star race, just as long as they're done in time for Gateway, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's all good. Looks like the lappers are latching on, which is a good thing. It looks like they've got Hamilton and they've got Clapper. So let's see if these lappers are going to play any hand in this battle for the win, or possibly into a possible caution, because you never know what's going to happen.
This is true. On the front straightaway. Cortez leading the way. Wyatt Tinsley asking the important questions, whether or not this race is broadcasted, even though every race is broadcasted here.
You know what? Let's talk to Wyatt. Why not? Pull him
Sure.
in here. Where is that guy? Wyatt Tinsley, you got?
Oh, that's good. Hello.
Hey,
Oh, we're
how's
making
it,
a move on. Making a move.
You're making a move? How is it out there?
It's a lot of fun, guys. Hope everyone's doing great tonight. Happy Saturday. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Oh shit. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh!
Oh,
We
pull me out of here.
apologize for that language.
Yeah, my bad, guys. I'm sorry. I was about to get. I thought someone was about to wreck me. I'm sorry. I didn't want to wreck.
Oh,
What? Oh, who is that? All right, so we're sitting here in 5th place, and we're gonna make a move to the lead here. We have a lot more cars in this pack now, so this just should be fun.
Yeah,
The
Kevin
tires
in here.
are a
He's
wee
right
bit
behind you.
shrippery though. But I hope everyone's doing great this Memorial Day weekend. Thank you to all the veterans and everything like that. So
Wyatt, you're a winner on the season. You won earlier this year at Atlanta, and running in the Coke Series full time. How's your season to date been so far, buddy?
that's a great question. As I am in the middle here. All right, so season's been great. NFR has been really good this year so far. I feel like we've been really good as a group. I'm gonna say my season's been straight down the middle because I am straight 28th in points right now,
Right.
and we're about to lose the pack. So let me slide.
Where are your
There you
Where are your NFR teammates? I think you're the only one. Here.
They're all in Charlotte right now. Believe it,
Unbelievable.
they're literally every one of my teammates are in Charlotte except Don and Steven and Femi. But they're
You
not
went to
even
go
in
see
the.
rain.
Yep,
That's unfortunate.
I know. But I'm glad I was gonna go, but I just didn't have enough to go. So
You guys are pulling
be
off
there eventually.
random right now.
Ah!
Oh my goodness!
boy.
Four wide.
Excuse me, coming through.
It's Cortez and Clapper Newell. There is the roadblock.
I didn't think we would come up on them that fast there. I was like, I saw him like moving. I was like, dang. Oh, here we go. We're making it
Kevin.
to the bottom. We go
3, now 4.
Four wide.
Wide.
to the lead.
All right, Wyatt.
Here
We're
comes the
gonna
lap car.
we're gonna let you get back to concentrating here because
All right,
you are
thank
now
you.
the leader.
Yeah, we're the leader.
All right, buddy. Good luck.
Bye bye. Yeah, thank you.
That was Wyatt Tinsley. We
Always good to hear
apologize for
from
the we apologize for the language.
Clapper Newell trying to get his lap back. Here's Cortez to the top for the lead. They all get abandoned. Here comes Burns. Now he's a lapper. He drives straight through Wyatt.
They are
And
3 by
Wyatt's clear on
3.
the bottom.
My car is just grenaded in the pits. Forgot to
Very
turn it
cool.
off. If you see a campfire in the 53 box, that's unintentional.
"20 laps will be complete next time by." We're about 2 minutes away from being 20 minutes in with 30 minutes to go.
They got to make a pit stop, right, Kevin?
Yeah, and the tires are starting to wear out pretty bad. I've about lost it 3 times. You just guys haven't seen it.
Huh. Interesting. Handling characteristics in a plate race like this. So, gotta assume that you guys are gonna make it at least to halfway, so you can make it just a one-stopper, right?
It says I can go 14 more laps, so
Oh yeah,
I'd say
for
that's
sure.
about 15 minutes.
Wyatt playing his best Joey Logano card, going top to bottom, back to the top.
Dancing around. Oh, boy. That was dicey.
So we got 2 battles going on in this. We've got the battle for the lead, and then we've got the battle for the lucky dog. Should a caution fly? Right now, that's all over the place. It's Spencer who's in the spot. But if he could pass the leaders, then it falls to the next person, which would be, I believe, Hamilton.
Yep.
But now,
But remember, if you're the lucky dog and you're involved in the crash, you're not the lucky dog. So
yeah, you don't want to be the one causing it for sure. Getting put up into it and destroying your race to begin with. But for right now, everybody, for the most part, is being pretty respectful, giving a lot of room out there. Got a couple of near misses. Wyatt's just all the way down there. Not sure what he's doing. But
I thought he was getting bored and just wanted to cut his way through the field, but I don't think that was intentional.
He said crossover, and I just slowly but surely moved him to the apron, and he didn't realize there was a huge pack coming.
He figured it out.
no harm, no foul. Now we're single file.
Inside 30 minutes to go. In the Kickin' the Tires All-Star Race, Kevin McAdams, your leader. We've been green since the land rush. We'll see if it stays that way. When we come back, you'll see pit stops. We're back after this here on FTF.GG. Back here on FTF for the Kickin' the Tires All-Star Race. Jacob Pitts, Justin Malillo, Kevin McAdams with you. Kevin's on the racetrack right now, second, as we are 27 minutes away from the end of this race. Pit stops will be coming up shortly. We complete lap 25 when they cross the line.
50 minutes up to 100 laps are set. We're not going to get 100 laps. There's just no physical possible time way that happens, but we'll try to get in as many as we can. And right now I think it's looking to probably get around like 53, 54, depending on how the pit stops go, if we get cautions, all that good stuff. Right now everybody's been pretty respectful. Everybody's looking to have fun. I think everybody's having fun. It looks like they're having fun. I kind of want to be out there. It's probably not going to be that case towards the end of this race, where people are going to be trying to make in runs and nobody's going to be wanting to work with anybody, and you know, that's usually when you know what hits the fan and everybody gets mad.
Yep. Trouble for Paul Mikolajczyk. He crashed all on his own. His race is done. He had to tow that thing back to the pit lane after he wrecked it off turn 2 and nailed the inside wall. Blake Reynolds, your leader. Hawken is third in line, second on the racetrack. That's Akabuze in between. And they are dancing around down this back straightaway. And shout out to Akabuze with a little bit of a paint scheme change here. Carl Edwards mode has been activated for car 99.
There's no 2-lap penalty this week for cars being in the wrong number. We kind of opened it up a little bit and let guys run whatever number they.
Oh no! Reynolds tried to draft off of Ledger and he crashes himself. Akabuze and Burns. Caution is out.
No.
No, we can't say that. Oh, Blake, no. I'm not repeating that. Oh, trouble. Oh, no. I don't know what Blake was doing. I really don't. Other than crashing himself here. He goes in behind Ledger, hits him, and it just sets him sideways and he wrecks himself. What was the plan?
That was a low percentage move from a high percentage player. Interesting for sure. It looks like our lucky dog is going to be the 24 car of Jeremy Clapper.
Yep. Because he was the only lap car that didn't get involved in the crash. On board with Kevin. Correct.
I'm trying to go back and see what happened here, because they wrecked for the lead, so that kind of throws a wrench into the whole who's lapped, who's not lapped situation.
Are you shortening this?
No, because I need to get people in the right spot. It looks like the 095 at the time of the caution was on the lead lap, and the 24 will be the recipient. So.
Okay, so Justin works to sort all of that out. Brandon Hawken wins the race off of pit road. Do all of you guys have damage? Kevin, is that why you're all just chilling in the pit boxes right now? Awesome, thanks for your time. I don't know why everybody's just chilling here on the pit lane.
Probably a bathroom break.
Maybe.
Wyatt, I don't know why Wyatt would be still in the pits. Kevin definitely probably taking a bathroom break or taking the dogs out. You got enough time. It's pretty long lap here, 3 miles around at this redacted super speedway. I'm gonna go probably grab myself a nice cold refreshing redacted myself.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Our lucky dog was confirmed to be the 24 of Clapper Newell. The 095 of Balderas was on the lead lap at the time of the caution. It waved him around properly. So we're going to have, it looks like, 10 cars on the lead lap. And another 3 that are going to be a lap down. Maybe 2 if Burns doesn't come back, because I think Burns might have too much damage. No, he's back on track. Never mind me. I am dumb. Blake is still in the pits, though. He's got a long pit stop here. He probably took the most damage out of all that, and you know what?
Yeah.
That's karmic there. That's you know, he did the crime, he does the time. What? Our producer Zach is saying things, and I don't understand.
Doesn't make any sense.
Oh, on the Twitch chat, I was like, I'm looking all over the Discord. I'm looking all over
I'm
the
also
Discord. Where
looking all over the Discord.
where is Kevin? I don't even see him on the Discord.
Yeah, Kevin King is not in the building right now. So
Kevin, if you want an interview, get in here. We'll talk to you.
Yeah. Blake has parked the car, by the way. I was going to pull him up and interrogate him, but he is not here. So
Oh, there he is.
there's Kevin.
Kevin King, you're in the booth. What's going on?
Hey man, I just came in to watch the mayhem, and I tuned in just in time.
It was green before that. We had a land rush start, which was a definitely cool moment as we're taking the green flag here. They figured it out before turn 3 and nobody wrecked.
Yeah, I'm going to go back and watch that.
All right, well, here's the green for the restart. We have just under 20 minutes to go here in the race.
Kevin, where you been? Why didn't you make it out tonight?
The parents came up, so I spent some time with them. I had to fix some stuff around the house, and it was gonna be close on time, anyways, and I couldn't get home in time from some stuff we were doing. So
I hope we
Little
see that
bummed.
awesome car later this season. That was a really nice looking scheme that I saw on Twitter earlier this week.
I appreciate that. I'm hoping so. I think it seems like I might have some leeway of incorporating those cars when I want. I just need Cameron from Ledford to okay those, which he was willing to do. So, knowing that, I think if you have a track in mind that would make sense other than this week, because I already had one submitted, I'll definitely throw that in the pool because I think it will be cool.
Isn't Charlotte the week of Flag Day?
I know, but I had a different. Wait, Charlotte this
Yeah.
week?
For here, yeah.
Yeah, it's the same week of.
Here, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought you meant Kobe. Yeah, I can run that anytime I want. I definitely have that in the pool of cars to run. That's the one thing that's nice. I can kind of run
Trouble.
whatever I want here.
That's Akabuze. What the heck?
Yeah, he's dead.
He was on the lead lap. Spencer Burns. What is happening back here? So Akabuze
Looks like they both
wrecked
just
it
quit.
on his own. Yep. And Burns did as well. So we only had 6 cars on the restart. Tinsley, Newell, and Akabuze all missed the restart. They were 6 or more seconds back. Tinsley and Newell, Clapper Newell are 7th and 8th right now, 7 seconds behind the leaders. Akabuze was some 12 seconds back. And the scoring pylon continues to creep north. I hope we can't go any less than 10.
Got Blake Reynolds in the booth now as well, joining.
What the
us.
hell were you thinking?
Oh,
I was trying to
Kevin!
help. Oh, Kevin. I was trying to help Jonathan Ledger. He was out of the pack. I had helped like 3/4 of the other people that were getting laps, so I was like, let me help him. And then he moved to the apron. I'm like, I'm still gonna push him. And then he lifted, and I'm like, okay, I'm still gonna push him. And then my car crashed. But
What
yeah.
hell?
Yeah, what hell?
Veteran move right there.
Yeah. I'm assuming I got the penalty for my comments and not my actual action.
No
Either
comment.
way, you got the penalty.
Well, the engine blew as I was driving back to the pits, so
Unfortunately.
very unfortunate.
Yep.
You guys are not putting on a fun show right now. Go make a move, Kevin. Come on.
I'm trying.
Side suck off the rest of the pack like I was. Slow them down.
me?
Yeah.
I may have just cost the second half of this 7-car pack from the top 3 who are in
No, we're
the fabled Trandom right now.
No, they're good. Wyatt Tinsley is doing a green flag pit stop this lap.
Why? Can't they make it to the end?
I think so.
He
Why-
just told Jeremy Clapper Newell that he's bringing the car to the pit lane.
Dropping like flies. One last thing before I let you go, Kevin. I did want to, Kevin King, that is. I wanted to
and he wrecked
congratulate you on winning the community vote for Traction.gg's best throwback paint scheme. That was definitely my favorite, and I definitely didn't tell my graphic designer to put your car in the forefront, but I'm glad he did, and I'm glad you won. So that was cool.
No, I appreciate that. I mean, obviously, it brings a lot of memories back, 2008 and all that fun stuff. So the fact that I was able to win that and also actually get to race it in Coke was, for me, very rewarding. And also the fact that I get to run the other version this week at Charlotte is really cool. So, I thought it was, it was actually really hard. I mean, the scheme itself is relatively simple, but getting the color, the spec stuff is actually very difficult. I think I went through like 30 different revisions of trying to find the perfect green. depending on the sunlight hit. So it was very cool because Casey wins everything, and I thought he would just win that too. So I was very surprised that I was actually able to win that. But I was super happy. I let him know. I let Junior know, and he was pumped because obviously it's one of his favorite cars too. So yeah, I thought that was really neat that you guys even did that, and of course the fact that I won, I was super happy. So I appreciate you guys putting that on.
Yeah, definitely. I was that was a 12 a.m. text to my boss. I'm like, hey, what if we did a fan vote? And he's like, yeah, do it. And I was like, yes. And yeah, so that all worked out really great. But thanks for stopping in tonight, Kevin. Really appreciate you, and we'll see you next week when we get back to actual racing at Gateway.
Absolutely,
win
I
one,
appreciate
would
you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm definitely gonna try. I appreciate you guys keeping me in here. Hopefully, this race gets a little crazy. I know Kevin's really good at super speedway, so I'm interested to see how this goes. Even with the small amount of cars, I think it's gonna get pretty hectic towards the end. So, thanks, guys.
Yeah, for sure. We'll be seeing
Kevin.
you.
Big Kevin King fans around these parks. You're defending Barr Visual FTF Cup Series champion, and he was
Yes.
able to beat this guy who parks the car some 15, 16 minutes early. What the heck?
Oh,
What are you doing, bud?
Oh no, I was gonna say thank you for putting on the event. I don't think they were gonna wreck again, so I didn't really want to move back around there. But I really wanted to hit the pit barrels, but I knew y'all would be mad at me, so I didn't do that. So it's something a little less rigorous. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for putting on the event. It was really fun until we all wrecked there. I don't know what Blake was doing, but oh, he's in here.
Yeah, Blake, what were you doing, man?
We said
Come
the
on.
same thing.
I told you
I
what
knew
I
he
was
was
doing.
doing.
I was helping everyone else get in the pack. And I saw Ledger, and I'm like, all right, I'll help him get in the pack. And then he just decided to just keep on moving as I was gonna push him. So whatever.
I want to apologize for cursing. I didn't mean to. I almost got wrecked by one of those cars out there, and it scared me. So, But yeah, I heard
My
Kevin.
Christian Minecraft server.
I heard. Okay, I'll finally send it over. Anyway, I saw Kevin in here, not McAdams, not you. Sorry, Mr. King. And I heard him talking about the series, so I just wanted to promote the series as well. Oh, we're here. The 50 people watching. If you're not gonna watch, please watch on Tuesday at 9 p.m. Coverage starts at 8:30. I think we're racing at Charlotte. Our Coca-Cola 600, just with a lot of less laps. But yeah,
What are you guys running, like 60?
Yeah, I was gonna say Coca-Cola 60.
it's actually the Coca-Cola 100, I think. Please quote me on that.
It is.
Yeah.
So
it is
66.
Why-
So 66 laps.
No, the Coke.
No, 100 laps.
100 laps.
Oh, so 150
So, which
miles.
would be the same thing that
Arco would run.
Road to
They
Pro
really do
ran.
equate y'all to Arca. That's a really
I don't
glowing
understand
review.
why, if Road to Pro and Contender are supposed to be like, the steps up, why it's the same distance the whole way.
holy.
That's a wonderful
Phil.
question for Tyler Hudson. Now, I just drive. I'm just here to drive. I drive the car and everything like that. So I'm just here driving the car.
Yeah, how about that car?
I'll
The,
tell you why it's like that.
Well, hold on, Blake. I want to ask Wyatt because he's a rookie in the series and he's with a rookie team, Kansas City Pioneers. How's it been like working with the Pioneers this first season?
It's been amazing. I can't tell you how enough they are really in it, really in it. Everyone, Darius, I gotta give a big shout out to Darius. I know Eddie, he just graduated college. He wasn't at Kansas though. Everyone with Sam and all of the people that are help make the schemes and make everything happen. They're just such great people all around. And I'm just glad to be there. Yeah.
All right, good stuff, man.
You should have
Well,
stayed in this race, Wyatt. Phil's gonna probably wreck me.
I told Phil there would cause a wreck, and he said okay.
Yeah, I think he's trying to wreck me. I don't know what I did to him.
Yeah,
Well,
you
Kevin-
did wreck them earlier.
Kevin, you were kind of being a little mean earlier when we were
What,
doing
by,
that rush.
by helping you guys stay in the draft? I'm sorry, I won't do that next time.
No. I wasn't talking about that. That was being nice. But I was talking about helping or yelling at people at the start when we're doing that land rush stuff. You yelled at Spencer.
Yeah, he was in my way.
Yeah, but you could have asked him nicely.
Alrighty, well, Wyatt, we're gonna let you go here, bud. We'll be catching you next week when we get back to racing a Gateway. All right?
Yep, I appreciate. Why didn't we race at Charlotte?
We are going to race at Charlotte in the middle of June, though.
Well, this is the Coca-Cola 600 week.
Yeah, where everyone else is not around.
Oh, that's a good point. You know what? Good idea. Bad
Yeah,
idea.
I'm
We
capable
try.
of one of those.
We try. All right.
All right, y'all have a blessed night. Thank you again.
Have a good night, Wyatt.
All right. Yep, you
See
too.
ya.
Now, we still got Blake Reynolds in the booth here. Blake, you still around?
Yo,
Now, you retired from the Coke Series, and you're still racing, though. Of course, you're here with us at FTF. What's life been? How's life been treating you on the retired side of professional sim racing? And I hear that you're with a new team, Nitro Circus, or something like that.
yeah, Nitro Circus Sim Racing Team, presented by Next Level Racing. Pretty sure that's it. It's amazing how much more opportunities that are fun and make more money that people offer you when you're not in the series. Like, I've been offered coaching things and setup shop things. I'm like, why didn't you offer this to me when I was relevant? It just makes no sense. But the Nitro Circus deal is cool. A good group of guys. It was the Jim Bieber off-road team that got axed, and then they just renamed themselves Nitro Circus and got approval from Nitro Circus. So it's all cool and dandy. Got a cool partner in Next Level Racing. I got a Next Level rig coming in soon. I won that.
Nice.
Yeah. And that's pretty much it. I've been running FTF. Got my win at North Wilkesboro. I believe I'm the current defending winner. Feels like we haven't raced in forever.
Yeah, you are the most recent winner in the series.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
that was only last week.
Yeah.
Or no,
weeks
I'm
ago.
sorry, that was
2
2
weeks.
weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
I forgot we had last week off.
Yeah, and then we're not. I mean, is this a race? Is this a race?
This is a
like
race.
this is like FTFSS when Zach brought it back.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. And then I've been doing I'm running the Majors 24 here next week.
Ooh.
Is the FTF covering that, Zach?
No.
All right.
Are we even allowed to do that?
Yes, technically. Okay.
JSRC is what Zach is saying.
Will be.
It's a broadcast channel.
I
Just
know
so I
there's
have
4
this-
broadcasts, so I was asking.
Just so I have this right, we're on Sundays the next 2 weeks, yes? Gateway and Road America.
Oh goodness, are we?
Why in the
Looking
hell
at
would
my-
that be the case?
So my calendar showed Gateway being on the 3rd, but
Gateway-
another calendar has it on the 4th. So
Gateway should be Saturday,
Yeah, I don't see why
Okay.
it would be any other
but
day.
yes, Road America is on a Sunday.
okay.
So that is that. All right, Blake, we'll let you go here. Appreciate you stopping in. I guess thank you ? For bringing out a caution and changing up the flow of the race. But sorry that you're out of it.
It's amazing how talented I am.
Appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah,
We'll,
that's what it
Zach
is.
just laughed. Zach just laughed.
We'll
For
see you
that
next
reason.
week.
What?
Okay, goodbye.
Have a good night. What do we got? How much time we got? It's coming down to it. 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Things are kind of pick it up. See if we can't get. You know what? I've got Brett Punkari. I've got Alexander Balderas, and I've got Phil McCandless. All 3 of them are racing in this lead draft. Brett's a lap down, but guys, race is coming down to it. It's just over 5 minutes. What are you going to do to win this race? And Brett, are you still hoping for a caution at this point?
Yeah, I need a yellow. But it gets like a couple minutes to go. I'm gonna just bail and let them fight it out. I'm just kind of staying here wherever I can. I screwed up the land rush start and pretty much just ball gathered, so I'm just helping out whatever I can.
I mean, I honestly have no idea how I'm even going to come close to winning this thing, but, you know, I mean, we're up here. That's all I can ask for.
Yeah, so the pack's so small right now, unless they start driving like psychotic maniacs, which they probably could with 4 minutes, 4:40 to go. and it's not really like until it gets into like the last lap or something. But even if there was a caution, like a minute or so to go, I don't think they'll be able to get it back going. I could be wrong.
We did have a
That's-
late caution in the previous open race, which gave us a one-lap shootout there. So I mean, anything is possible. But yard down to looks like 7 of you in this pack, 8 total. No, 9 total on the track here. So we'll see what happens. Phil, you're leading this whole thing. How's it been for you?
I'm actually having a lot of fun. I had never run this track before loading into this session, so I'm having a great time. I feel like I've played around a little bit, and I'm sure luck will be a part of it, but I've kind of got an idea of what I want to do here.
Everybody seems to be minding their P's and Q's as I say that. Hawken makes a move, but he doesn't look to have any help here. Guys, less than 4 minutes to go. We're probably going to get about 4 laps here. I'm going to let you all go back down to your channels, and me and Hitz will take it from here.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'll be speaking to you in about 3 or 4 minutes then.
Sounds
There you
good,
go.
guys.
Confident. I like it.
I don't know.
Coming
where
up on
these guys
FTF
were.
this week,
Here we go.
SimCars on Thursday at Indianapolis. FTF1 is back on Friday from Texas. We are back a week from tonight at Gateway. Winsdale picks up on Sunday at Sonoma. Core picks up the following Monday, June 5th from Daytona.
Core.
I am looking forward to that. The official start of summer.
Summer Series,
Core
baby.
Summer Series.
Let's
yes.
go.
And we kick it off, of course, at the hottest place known to man, Daytona International Speedway. I assume it's the good one, that it's bumpy Daytona in
Heck
those
yeah.
Gen 4 cars, but I could be wrong. So we'll find out when we show up. Meanwhile, let's focus in on the race just for a second. 2.5 minutes to go. McCandless, your leader. McAdams in second. Hawken, Balderas, Cortez, your top 5. Jamie Ritchie Price in the 009, the last car in this pack that can win this race. You've also got Punkari, the lapper. Jeremy Clapper Newell, some 47 seconds back without a caution. It'll be down to those 6.
I
Well,
said it
likely-
before. We got the Nexus connection on that top lane. I don't think anybody else is technically aligned here. But Kevin's been working with Phil, and they have more people on that bottom lane right now.
No more than 3 laps to go. Depending on how fast they get around, we may get 2 to go here at the line. If they have more than 56 seconds remaining when they get to the start-finish line, we will do 1 more lap. They're going around this track at about 55 seconds a lap.
It's going to be a close one.
Yeah, it will. We'll see if drivers figure out if this will be their last lap or not. It's looking like we might get 1 more. Notice Kevin backing off a little bit, trying to build a run. Down the front straightaway. Contact. Hold on to it. They do. That allows McCandless to pull away. 2 laps to go. Here comes Hawken for the lead.
The bottom has broken up after that contact. Kevin's kind of off the bumper of. Okay, now you're an all-star. And Brandon Hawken has won!
Yeah. Yeah, so you saw it. You didn't hear it. Brandon Hawken duped everybody and is a whole $25 richer after that finish. I thought Phil had it won, jumping to the high side there, going into turn number 1 on the last lap with Balderas, damage on the front of the car, leading the bottom side. Instead, Hawkins able to gather a run and get to Phil coming off turn number 4 and blow the doors off.
And
Hawken burns down the house.
It was a disconnect between McAdams and McCandless in the middle of 3 and 4 that just cost them all their speed. Meanwhile, behind them, Hawken got a heck of a bump from Cortez, moved low on McAdams, and just had the run. He broke his ankles.
So here's the last lap. See McCandless, he goes to the high side. Kevin joins him. Balderas leads the inside. Now he's got damage to the front of the car, so he's not as strong down there in the air. The outside gathers a run, distances themselves. Kevin trying to pull away from the 99, and he does so down the back. A big shove from Vincent Cortez here gives him the momentum. Here they go into 3. And McCandless gets clear of the 26. Here comes the 99 with a big run. Cranks it down to the inside. And then Kevin gets turned by Jimmy Ritchie Price trying to drop down in line. Ankles broke. And Brandon Hawken wins the Kickin' the Tires All-Star race. Brandon Hawken, $25 richer. How about it?
Man, that feels good. Yeah, man, what a race. Man, yeah, I know a lot of us got taken out in that crash there, but despite the numbers there at the end, that was some really great racing. And yeah, just a huge thank to Vincent for all the help throughout that entire race. I was glued to his back end for quite a while, and I was like, you know what, yeah, let's mix it up a bit. And we had a lot of fun there. And yeah, towards the end, he was just stuck right to my back end, and man, we had a really great run coming out of turn 4, and was just able to do the fake out on Phil. He did all he could, and man, yeah, we were all able to make it across the line, fortunately, and man, what a race. Yeah. Yeah, there was so many moves that could be made, and so that we were like shuffling back and forth pretty much the entire race, and yeah, that was just a lot of fun.
We talked about how at Talladega it was you helping your teammate get to the win at all costs. You were working together with your teammate and Vincent Cortez all night long, and there were a couple of times where it looked like you maybe were going to help him to the front, and then there in the late stages, he got to your back bumper.
Yeah, so yeah, I was early on in the race. I was just stuck to his back end. I just yeah, I wasn't quite sure how the bump drafting was going to go and everything. So I just getting some practice off of him, and yeah, I just stuck with them there for a while, but then we ended up single file. I found if you had 2 cars that were like stuck together, it would be really hard to make a pass. So I just like pulled out. I was like, let's have some fun here. And but at the end, yeah, we both did all we could to stay up front. And Kevin and Phil were doing a great job holding the lead there. And yeah, on the back straightaway, I just got on the brakes a bit, and yeah, I was just hoping we could get that push to the line, and fortunately, it was able to happen, and we didn't have any incidents like Talladega did. I made sure to put lots of fuel in the tank. So, and of course, I know for next time, if I run out, I'm just gonna hold my line. I'm not gonna even try to block. But yeah, no, that was a really great finish, and man, yeah, just great, really great time.
Hawken, congratulations. We'll see you next week from Gateway.
Thanks so much, guys. Have a good one.
Brandon Hawken, your winner tonight from Redacted Super Speedway. Well, that was an event.
Yeah, that was all right. Wish we had more cars, but You know,
Yeah.
we had some good racing. We got 52 laps in too, only one caution. So yeah, congrats to Hawken. He's already got his money in whatever monopoly money they have up there north of the border.
Wow.
Fun
There you
stuff,
have it.
Jacob.
Yeah. Be at Gateway this time next week. Caleb should be back from Indianapolis, and he'll join me for that. SimCar on Thursday. FTF 1 from Texas on Friday. Winsdale's on Sunday. Core kicks off the following Monday, June the 5th. Should be a lot of fun. In the meantime, for Kevin McAdams, for Justin Melillo, alongside me, I'm Jacob Pitts. Thanks so much for watching. Brandon Hawken, the winner of the Kickin' the Tires All-Star Race. We'll see you next week.